You think you need to be the only guy in her life to win her heart, but that's where most men get it completely wrong. The truth is, she probably has options, she always does, but here's what separates the guys. She forgets from the one she chooses. Today, I'm going to show you how to become her choice, not by eliminating the competition, but by making yourself impossible to ignore. Let's dive in. 1. Stop trying to lock her down and start making her want to lock you down. The moment you start acting like she's your only option, you become predictable. And predictable men don't inspire desire, they inspire comfort. Comfort is nice, but it's not what makes her heart race when your name pops up on her phone. She doesn't want to feel like she's your entire world. She wants to feel like she's the most important part of a world that's already exciting. When you have your own life, your own goals, your own energy that doesn't revolve around her, that's when you become magnetic. Because now she's not just choosing a boyfriend, she's choosing to be part of something bigger. 2. Understand that being her choice isn't about being perfect, it's about being unforgettable. Other guys might be taller, richer, or funnier, but none of that matters if they're forgettable. What makes you unforgettable is how you make her feel about herself when she's with you. Do you make her feel like the most interesting person in the room, or do you make her feel like she has to compete for your attention? Do you listen to her stories like they matter, or are you waiting for your turn to talk? The guy she chooses is the one who makes her feel like the best version of herself, not the one who's trying to prove he's the best version of himself. 3. Create anticipation, not anxiety. There's a difference between keeping her guessing and keeping her worried. Anxiety pushes people away, anticipation pulls them in. You create anticipation by being consistent in your character, but unpredictable in your actions. She should know you're reliable, trustworthy, and genuine, but she shouldn't be able to predict every move you make. Maybe tonight you're taking her to that new restaurant. Maybe you're surprising her with a sunset drive. Maybe you're challenging her to a game she's never played. The point is, she never knows exactly what to expect, but she always knows it'll be worth it. 4. Stop being available and start being present. Most guys think being available 24/7 shows dedication, but it actually shows desperation. Your time has value. Treat it that way. When you're with her, be completely present, but when you're not, don't be at her beck and call. She texts you at midnight asking what you're doing. You don't need to respond immediately. You have a life outside of her, and that life makes you more interesting, not less available. When she knows she can't have your attention whenever she wants it, she values it more when she gets it. 5. Become the guy she brags about, not the guy she settles for. She's going to talk about you to her friends, family, co-workers. The question is, what is she going to say? Is she going to talk about how sweet you are and how you'd do anything for her, or is she going to talk about how proud she is to be with you? The guy she brags about is ambitious, driven, passionate about something. He has stories worth telling, experiences worth sharing, dreams worth supporting. He's not just a good boyfriend, he's a good man who happens to be her boyfriend. That distinction changes everything. 6. Master the art of emotional investment without emotional dependence. You should care about her deeply, but your emotional well-being shouldn't depend on her mood, her attention, or her validation. When you're emotionally dependent, you become needy, and neediness repels attraction faster than anything else. Emotional investment means you listen. When she's stressed, you celebrate her wins, you support her goals. But emotional dependence means her bad day ruins your week. Her silence drives you crazy. Her approval determines your self-worth. She can feel the difference, and it affects how she sees you. 7. Be the solution to problems she didn't know she had. Don't just respond to what she tells you, need to pay attention to what she doesn't say. Maybe she's stressed about work, so you plan a weekend that helps her disconnect. Maybe she's been eating the same lunch every day, so you introduce her to a new place. The guys she forgets are reactive. They respond to what she asks for. The guy she chooses is proactive. He anticipates, makes her life better in ways she didn't even realize it could be better. You're not just filling a role in her life, you're enhancing her entire experience. 8. Understand that her having options isn't a threat. It's proof that she's choosing you deliberately. When a woman with options chooses you, it means something. It means out of all the paths she could take, she's walking toward you. That's not something to be insecure about, that's something to be honored by. The moment you start acting threatened by her options is the moment you stop being one of them. Confidence in yourself and in what you bring to her life is what separates you from every other guy who's trying to convince her to choose him. Remember, she doesn't want to be convinced, she wants to be inspired. She doesn't want to settle, she wants to choose. And when you become the kind of man worth choosing, the choice becomes obvious. Stop competing with her other options and start being the option that makes all the others irrelevant. That's how you become her choice, even when you're not her only option.